To solve the following silver level problem, one variable calculus, on the topic of logarithmic differentiation. Determine y prime if y equals to e to the x to the e to the x. Pause the video at this point and give it a try. On the next slide, I will show you the final answer. Answer is y prime equals e to the x to the e to the x times x to the e to the x times e to the x times 1 over x plus ln of x. Okay, so if I want to differentiate this, of course this will involve the logarithmic differentiation, not in the first step, because this function that you see here, if I call this a function of x, let us say that u is a function of x, so I have e to power u. And according to the chain rule, I know that the derivative of this is simply the function itself, but multiplied by u prime. So for the first step, I will do the same thing. So the function, the exponential function repeats itself, but then I have to multiply it by the derivative of the exponent, which in this case is x to the e to the x. Okay, so the whole point is to differentiate this function. But if I ask you what do you see here, you will tell me that I will see a power here. And if I ask you what the base of the power is, you will tell me x is the base. And if I ask you what the exponent is, e to the x is the exponent. So this function is a function whose base is a function of x, and its exponent is also a function of x. And whenever you want to differentiate such a function, you need to remind yourself about the logarithmic differentiation. So what we do in this case, let me call this function, for example, v. Okay, v is equal to x e to the x, and my goal is to calculate v prime. Okay, I take ln from both sides, so this becomes ln of v is equal to ln of x e to the x. But this can be written as, because this is the exponent, it goes to the back of the ln, so it becomes e to the x ln of x. Now I differentiate the left hand side with respect to x. V is a function of x, so according to the chain rule again, it becomes v prime over v. And on the right hand side, this is the product of two functions of x, so I have to apply the product rule. The derivative of the first one, which becomes again e to the x itself, multiplied by the second function here, ln of x, plus the other way around, the first function e to the x multiplied by the derivative of ln of x, which is 1 over x. But you see that my question mark is v prime, so I am looking for v prime. So it motivates me to multiply both sides by v. So v prime becomes equal to v times e to the x ln of x plus e to the x over x. Yes? But here between these two, I can factor an e to the x out, and instead of v, I just plug the function back. So v prime is nothing except x e to the x, and then I factor e to the x out. So what is left for me is ln of x plus 1 over x. If you don't mind, let me write it the other way around. This is your v prime. And now go back here. This is your v, this is your v prime that I calculated, and this is the function you had in the beginning. So finally, y prime is the same function e to the x to the e to the x multiplied by v prime, but v prime is x e to the x times e to the x times 1 over x plus ln of x. So that is the answer to the derivative of this function. I hope that you find this video useful. Until the next video, be safe and goodbye. Thank you.